Alright guys, so I hope you guys listen very carefully to every word I say in this video. I tried making it as raw as I could. Like I tried speaking just straight from the heart, and I did. And the one problem is I just felt like I was a little bit too about myself. But this video is about suicide and having to watch out for those you love and care about and everyone, because we're all in this together, guys. In the end, we're all living the same life in a way. We're all living and then trying to accomplish something, and it's just not right for some people to get in the way and try to make us feel um dumb, or like a failure, just because you didn't get what you like, the certain score you wanted on something or something like that. I tried making this as raw as I could. I wanted to speak from the heart and try to give some help. But guys, there is a number, in case you guys are ever feeling like you just don't know like what to do and you just feel like you're done. Logic made a song about it. We all know it. And the number for this, guys, is 1-800-273-8255. That is someone on the line 24/7 that will easily help you. If you feel like you don't have family or friends, you do have someone. And I said this in the video. You guys always can DM me on any of my social medias, and I'll answer. But um everything I'm gonna say is pretty redundant. It's just something I want to nail into your guys' head here. Um, Suicide is just not the answer, guys. It never is, and it shouldn't be your first go-to or your last resort. It should never be an option. I understand that you might think it is because you just feel like you don't have anything. You feel hopeless. You just want to give up, and you have nothing to hold on to. You guys have so much to hold on to. There's so much more to life, and then just you know, being sad. You have a whole life ahead of you, and I hope you guys realize pain is part of the journey. And those people that are maybe bullying you, that make you want to like kill yourself, you might think that um, that their words matter, but trust me, they don't. Their words are just nothing that should even bother you. They might be assholes to you, might be dicks, but it doesn't matter. Because if it's like high school, I guarantee you, in the future, they're not gonna matter. They really won't. If there are people, if you're in middle school, there are people in middle school. You have to go through high school, then maybe, unless they move or you move. But other than that, you just have to ignore them. You have to ignore the people that are making you feel down and make you want to kill yourself. You got to understand that their words don't matter. What matters is what you think about yourself. And if you feel like there's something that you want to change, then make a blueprint of what you want and go at it. Don't give up. And I understand that it's very different at a young age, because I'm still learning, like I said, how to deal with some things. But I know for a fact that suicide is not the option for me, and I don't think it ever will be an option for me, ever. I've definitely have thought about it, but it's been in the past, so it doesn't really affect me as much, and I hope you guys don't ever think about it. But if you do, just remember, um, as a YouTuber, I love all my subscribers. I love you guys. I want you guys just to know that the main point of this whole video is to get a point across. And the point to get across is that don't go and kill yourself because of something that someone did, or something that someone said. Stuff like, they don't think that their words matter in the end, because it really does not. What matters in the end is your own opinion of yourself, and that's the one thing I'm going to say. There are many ways that someone can start thinking about suicide, and it all leads to a tough time. It can be bullying, PTSD, and a lot of other things. But just so you guys know that you're not alone, there are many other people out there struggling with the same thing that you are. Or it might be a new one, because it might be very different that we've never heard of. And I'll try my best to always help you guys. And as a YouTuber, I'd hope my subscribers have each other's backs, because I've seen mean comments and other like YouTubers, you know, videos, and like it's subscribers going to subscribers. Like, no, we're all in one. I want you guys to be like a family when you guys come watch my videos, and we'll all help each other out no matter what. So, just remember, guys, in the end, it does not matter what people think about you or say or like do or say about you. What matters is what you want to do in the end, and you trying to go at it. So, that's basically it, guys. I'm not trying to make it sound like it's all about me, because that's what it sounded like to me. But all I really want you all, like, the main point of this whole video is to be aware of the hard times people might have about things and what life can bring and what it can do to someone. So check up on the people you love, no matter who they are. Take a time out of your day to make sure that people you love are okay, because there's so many people out there that we love and care about, and we don't want to see them not fail or go, like, just go downhill and feel like they want to kill themselves. It's a very traumatic experience having someone do that in your family. It's very traumatic as having a friend do it. It's very traumatic when people do it in general. But just let me know if you guys are struggling with anything, and I'm here for you guys. We're all here for each other. I will talk to you guys later, and enjoy the rest of the video, guys. And just listen to my words very carefully. Alright? I want you guys to I want to get through to you guys, and just know that we're all in this together, and, you know, suicide's never the answer. Alright? Things are going to be very redundant in the whole video. I'm sorry. I just try to make the best of it. Alright? See you guys later. Please enjoy. And if you need one, just message me. See you later. Okay, guys. This is going to be like a very different video than usual, and it's going to be a touchy subject to bring up, and it is a very sad subject to bring up. So, September 10th is World Suicide Prevention Day, okay? And just the other day, someone was live streaming on TikTok and literally killed themselves on camera. And it's not fake at all. It's all real, and it's sad. Okay, so I wanted to bring this up to you guys, and because as a YouTuber, I, don't know what other people are going through. I don't know. Like, I'm playing with other people, and don't know if my teammates are actually going through something or not, because I don't talk to them. If I'm playing with someone, it's gonna be Jake, and that's the only person I talk to. And, well, I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. I might be a YouTuber, but I'm not a person that is gonna get I'm not gonna believe that people that are not as successful as me are beneath me. I'm gonna see everyone else the same way as I see everyone. Everyone is equal to me, no matter what color you are, no matter what gender you are the same person to me. Just saying that right now. So if any of my subscribers out there, I have 76 or 75. I don't know how many I have out there. Not that many, but I have more than I would ever think. If you guys are going through something, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook is all connected with this channel. If you are going through something right now and you don't know how to handle any of it and you want some advice, I'm here for you guys. I'm not gonna let you guys go go down without someone. I'm gonna have you guys. I'm gonna try to lift you up. That's what I want to always do, guys. And I've always tried to bring this up to you guys, and it's a very touchy subject. So, if anyone out there is going through something right now and they don't know how to handle it, and they just feel like there's nothing ahead of them, there's nothing for them ahead in the road, in the road ahead, this is not true. There's something always in the end for you guys, and it's always something great. And life is a pain in the ass, so it'll kick you until you're down, but you got to get up. Okay? That's one thing I'm going to say right now, and we're going to get started with this video. Okay. And that's basically everything I just said is going to be sum up everything, but just hear me out, guys. Okay, so I just looked this up, guys, and the numbers are insane. This is seriously a number. Okay, I started looking up how many people kill themselves a year. 800,000 people die by suicide in the world each year. And if you guys are not going to believe this, at least a death every 40 seconds. Every 40 seconds, someone is killing themselves. And it could be many reasons why. And I'm sure it's a lot of things that we maybe have gone through, but some people might have it different, It might be bullying. and might just think that they're failing at life and there's nothing else that good. They might be brought up in a household where like it's just them raising themselves, and we just don't know what it is, and it's very sad. And the one thing I'm gonna let you guys know is that I have dealt with my own sadness before, and I've brought this up many times, and it's not because of my previous relationship that went downhill. It's not just because of that one. What it was when I was a freshman. First semester was perfectly fine, and then when I got into my second semester of high school, it's like second semester ever, I don't know what happened. I just didn't feel the same. I went to school, wasn't feeling it. I didn't like want to do anything. I wasn't doing my homework. I wasn't doing anything. I started failing all my classes. I didn't want to, I didn't want to get up for school. I didn't want to do anything. I was honestly sad. And I was like a person that wanted to be in a band. And I was writing music, and all my music was so sad, and it was just awful. But the way I look at that now, I just think that it was a sign for me to realize that life is very difficult, and it can be very harsh to you. But all you really got to do is push through it and realize that everything will be okay in the end. And it really was. I'll never forget when I realized that, hey, I'm capable of doing things on my own, and I'm not always needing someone. My very last, 2 weeks of my first semester of sophomore year, I got off my ass and I started working. I started working hard at school. I wanted to make sure that I was able to pass. I was not going to fail. Because I failed that class. I just felt like my high school year was over. I felt like high school was over for me at that point. But then I found out, it's not very difficult for me. And it might be difficult for you, but does not mean anything. Okay, guys? We're all different. Some of us are smarter than others. Some of us need a little bit more help. And that's perfectly fine. That's you, and you're okay with it. Trust me, it's fine. I realized that I could easily do something about it. I literally had to read a whole book in one night and then do the study guide for extra credit, and then after that I had to go take the final the next day, and I needed at least a B plus on that final to pass because I had a D minus. I literally did the extra credit, passed it, and then I did the test the next day, passed it. I did better than a B plus. I'm gonna let you guys know that right now. Okay? And that was my point of time where I realized life is perfectly great. Life is fantastic. It really is, guys. You gotta realize it. No matter what you go through, it's always happening for a reason. It's not because life hates you or anything hates you. It's because it's your shoes. You're dealt with those shoes. That is your shoe size. You're the ones that can easily walk those miles in your step. Okay, guys? That was my first time ever dealing with sadness. And then after that, it was fine, and I was happy. I went to school happy. I was happy to be at school. I was happy talking to all these people, even people I didn't like talking to me. And if I did something wrong, I'd be very apologetic about it. And then I realized that being nice to someone is not a goddamn chore. It's literally something you should be doing no matter what. No matter who they are. You should not be making fun of someone. You should not be sitting there and making someone feel like crap about themselves. No. I've gotten 2 sportsmanship awards from soccer after that, and it honestly helped me out a lot as a person. And then of course my second time dealing with sadness was my breakup. And I felt like, well, she doesn't want me, no one wants me. And through this time period, this is the biggest shout out I can actually give to anyone, or actually a whole group of people. Jake, his mom, his sister, his wife, his kids, and his sister's kids. That side of that whole family helped me get through so much. My Aunt Patty was always there. Whenever I called her, I always could rely on her to pick her up. And I know I always talk about not relying on people too much, but I honestly always can rely on Patty. She was always there for me, and she's one hell of a person. She's by far one of my favorite people my whole life, and I love her to death. And She's done so much for her two kids, her husband, her grandkids, and her nieces and nephews. I'm gonna say it right now. So Patty, thank you for everything. Um, she's always that one person I can rely on, and it made me like I always for like a little bit I started staying at Jake's house just because I love being around Jake. Jake's like one of my favorite cousins I have, and I always there's not a day that goes by where I do not talk to Jake at all. There's always a day that I will pick up the phone and like text Jake, Snapchat Jake, or something like that, and we used to just randomly FaceTime. We haven't done it in a while, but it doesn't mean anything. I still talk to him every day, and he's just the one person I always play games with, and I love like playing games with Jake. And so Jake's family was there for me. I gotta stay there, and his wife was very like supportive in it. She was always giving me advice. They're all giving me advice, and I felt like I didn't really have a whole purpose in a lot of things. But then when I was there, his daughter, who was 2 at the time, always came to me, Alex, let's go play in a room. Let's go play in a room, and that made me happy because I felt like, okay, a kid always like wants someone to play with them, but like it just meant something to me, and it helped me out a lot because I realized, well, Leah just wants to play with me, and so we would always go in her room and we'd play, and it was just a relaxing time, and it was kind of stressful because she is a child, like she is 2 years old and she can't make up her mind what she wants to do, but it was, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess relaxing to know that she, wanted me there, and that actually made me realize my life does have an important feeling, and it does take time to heal through stuff like that. So like that is like one reason, like one way that someone might kill themselves. They got dumped. Like, well, this person doesn't want me. No one wants me. Like, no, guys. We all have our healing processes. You just gotta find the best way to cope with like everything that happens. So for me, I found a healthy way of coping. I had family by my side through it all, and then eventually I realized that maybe going to the gym might help. And I started lifting heavier and heavier and trying to get a better, like a better physique. I tried making myself the person I wanted to be. So the gym was my coping mechanism, and listening to music. So through that whole process, that's where I kind of realized that's where you gotta beat certain things, like being sad. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's just a loss for words, and it's a tough subject like I said before. And I'm gonna try to conclude this video and wrap this up. Alright. 1. Don't think suicide is the answer. Don't think like, alright, life sucks, it's out to get me. It is not. I guarantee you it is not. And things might be going bad for you, and like we all have our moments, you really do. Like the same year I lost my dog and I lost my grandma. My dog Bear was literally by my side through it all, and I remember laying down with them all the time. And then my grandma played a huge part in my life, in which I can't really remember, but I know she did, because when I was a baby, my mom said like she would sit there and practice numbers with me before she had her stroke. And the one subject I'm really good at in school is math, or when I was in school, it was math. Then she had her stroke, but like she'd always like just make me laugh. I love my grandma to death. And that was a tough year for me. I lost her the same year I lost my best friend. That was my dog. Then, literally, a year later, or close to a year later, I lost my grandpa. Yeah, so about almost a year and a half later, I lost my grandpa. My only grandpa. Okay, guys? Now, I'm not saying one of my parents didn't have a dad, but like I had one set of grandparents. My other set of grandparents passed away. So I understand sadness. I really do. And no matter what you guys are going through, if you guys need someone, I'm right here. I'll try to like give an answer as much as possible, or try to find a solution for you. And like even playing games, I'll honestly play games to you guys if that's something that you would like to do. And just one thing, guys, is don't think that taking your own life is the answer. the one thing you should do is just go change your life. Go change it for the better. Change it and try to find that one thing that you want to do. Like, if do you guys want to go play soccer and become a professional soccer player? Go do it. If you want to go play football, go do it. Like, just do that. Change your life in a positive way. If you want to be someone that can influence someone to not take their life, then I suggest you guys just taking a step back from like trying to like impress people, or just impress yourself. Don't set like the one thing is expecting so much from people, and that's one thing that'll let you down the most. And don't think because you failed that you suck. That's not what it means at all. And I said this before, if you fail at something now, it doesn't mean that you can't do it at all. It's just right now you need time to grow. You need time to get better at it, and that's the way you need to look at it. That's the way I looked at firefighting. I failed firefighting. It's not bad at all. What it is for me, it might give me maybe an outlook like, okay, I failed firefighting, but in 2 years, that's when they hire again. Maybe in the process of those me waiting, I find what I really want to do. Maybe my YouTube takes off. That's a positive outlook you guys need to do. All right, I failed this math test, but the next math test, I'm going to pass. Stuff like that, okay? So just know, my social medias are all on my channel. I'm here for you guys. If you want to talk about it, I'll definitely talk to you guys. I'll try to be there as much as possible, and I promise you guys that. And if my videos do help you, I'm glad, and don't worry, because I'm gonna try to keep making these, guys. All right, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and just remember, watch out for your family members. Try to talk to them as much as possible, and try to see if they are okay. I don't know if I brought this up or not, but I'm gonna continue talking about this now because I kind of forgot about it, I think. But don't think that on this day only that you have to check up on someone. No. Every day, if you have someone you love that you're close to, check up on them. You just don't know. Like, it's tough to be a dad, and Jake is a dad. Like, I don't know what Jake's feeling. I don't know if Jake feels like he could be like feeling better as a dad or not. But I can tell you one thing: he's definitely a great dad and a great husband. He works his ass off, and his wife also works her ass off too, and is a great mother. But it's difficult being a parent because you just don't know if you're doing the right thing or not for your child, and it's very difficult to find out. But I can tell you one thing, that they definitely are, because their kids are growing and they're pretty smart, and like there's great kids already, so they are doing great, and that's just one thing I hope they know. And like, I have managers and stuff like that, but I don't know if they take the job as like serious as some managers, like as some people will, because I don't think they live and breathe Menards. But I don't know, they actually sit there and think like, wow, I'm not being as great as a manager as should be. But my managers are doing great. The kids I coach, they're like in middle school, and that's like when like criticism really hits them the most. But the one thing I gotta say though is that they are doing great, and every time I practice, like with Mallory, she always does very well. And there's a lot of people out there in my life. I just hope they know that they are doing great and they've done a lot of good things. I know that some people have had some huge setbacks in their life because they just didn't cope in the right way or stuff like that. But I hope they know that they are doing pretty well now and that they're doing great. That's one thing I gotta say. And just check up on your people every day. Like I have streaks on Snapchat, and like every single day I tell them good morning. And some of them I've actually never physically met in my life, but I know saying good morning and I appreciate you makes their whole life a whole lot different. I work with a woman named Amanda, and Amanda's got to be one of my favorite people to work with. And every day I always tell her I appreciate her, and I always just tell her she's a backbone of our department. And honestly, Amanda does make life and work a little bit different and like a little bit better. And I think without having Amanda there, I'd be definitely bored. So just realize that some people are going through some things and they need guidance, and try to be that guidance, and just be careful what you say. Because you know when people are going through a tough time, they just can take things the wrong way, and you just don't want that. You just gotta find out what they're feeling and what they want to do, and if they don't know, then that's up to you. It's not up to you, but if you're willing to help, you just gotta find out a way to help them make it. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I just hope you guys realize how different life is now, and I hope you guys handle things a little bit different, and I hope I can help someone in the near future, because I honestly do love and appreciate all my subscribers, all the people that supported me, and everyone. Alright, so I'll talk to you guys later. Please enjoy the gameplay, like I said, and I will talk to you guys later.